So it's an awkward and controversial conversation, so we'll just throw it out there. Has Minnesota Fighting Vikings All-World safety Harrison Smith lost a step? So awkward question that frankly has to be asked when all-time greats start getting up there in age. Like Kevin Garnett back with the Wolves, his ass sitting at the end of the bench just talking junk. I love KG. John Randall finishing out with the Seahawks. Kirby Puckett looking like a nose tackle. I mean, there isn't a graceful way for an all-time legend to go out. But with Harrison, I mean, it's a fair question. Harrison Smith does turn 32 in February, and will be headed into his 10th season in the National Football League in 2021. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler, 1-time first-team All-Pro. Should be 10-10, but But look at what has happened to the Vikings defense this year. I mean, veterans like Everson, Linval, Xavier, longtime mainstays of this defense, they gone. And then you have longtime veterans like Barr and Kendricks and Daniil out with the injury. So it's basically Harrison and a bunch of young slappies. That's about it. And the Vikings defense has gone from one of the best in the NFL, with Harrison being one of the crown jewels, to one of the worst, with Harrison being one of the crown jewels. And all the while, 22 has been like the Dutch boy with his finger in the dam. Well, he's got all like phalanges and all of his feet inside the dam now, just trying to hold it together, and it's not great. So not only has he and Harris been under stress in coverage a lot more this year, with a lot of rookies and untested cornerbacks out there, especially in red zone situations where we've seen over and over again, Cam, cover my guy. All right, so it's been tough. It's been a tough season. And yeah, maybe Rhodes and Waynes and Mack weren't any great shakes. Well, Mack was legit. But towards the end of their Vikings career. But that chemistry, that familiarity, that unspoken communication, knowing where your guy is going to be and know that they're going to have their assignment so you can do yours, it's kind of nice to have. And Harrison hasn't had that so much this year. And also, you notice how much Harrison has blitzed this year, how much more time he's spending down in the box because of pass rush that can simply not get home, as well as being putrid against the run, setting the edge. And it's been rough. It's been absolutely, they've been asking too much of Harrison Smith, both through injuries and attrition. And I mean, Harrison has literally had to be in several places at once, and it's shown this year. I mean, 74.2 is his lowest PFF grade since 2013. Also, his 74.6 quarterback rating when thrown at, even though that's still pretty damn good for a safety, it's the highest that it's been in the last 4 years. He still does have 80 tackles and 4 picks and 5 passes broken up, and a career high 13 pressures this year. But frankly, it reminds me of the 2013 defense, where Harrison Smith, in his second year, just going all over the place, just trying to make something happen because dude wants to win. Dude is definitely one of the guys against the Saints who did not steal a paycheck, who did not play every single snap like it was his last. But 2013 was the final year of Leslie Frazier. The Vikings were 5-10-1. They had the 32nd ranked defense in the NFL. The Tampa 2. It's coming. And then Harrison every week was out there pressing, trying to make plays. There simply was not enough talent around him, as they gave up 480 points that season. Now this year, it's up there. It's getting up there as well. But has his defense been terrible this year? Yes. Has Harrison Smith lost half a step? But also, who hasn't after the age of 30? And is Harrison Smith still one of the most elite all-around safeties in the National Football League? Yes. The answer to all three of those questions is yes. And yeah, it's undeniable that Harrison Smith is not the same guy as he was, 5 to 7 years ago. But what safety is? I mean, but also his lost half step. I mean, the average safety would be out of the NFL. They would be. And also, how many young safeties coming up and coming into the league would love to be Harrison Smith just a half a step slow? They would kill. They would love to be that guy, right? Plus, his instincts are unparalleled. He's still one of the biggest clean hitters in the NFL, despite what the refs say. And he's still at the top of the heap. He just is. And he is heading into the final year of his 5-year extension. He's due to make $9.85 million base salary next year, which would make him the 11th highest paid safety in the league, which is criminal. In fact, Anthony Harris on the franchise tag this year made $3.091 million more than Harrison this season, which is just okay. Sure. Now, it would be tempting to trade Harrison. I mean, the contract is very tradable, but I still think that Harrison does have 2 to 3 years left in his prime before you see a pretty steep decline. Unless you get a first and some change, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't, because you look at the other great safeties around the league. You look at Earl Thomas, fell off. You look at Eric Berry, fell off. Well, different circumstances. You look at Eric Weddle. was great and deep into his mid 30s, and then had a big fall off as well. Harrison Smith is still doing the damn thing, and it's tough to fault him. It's tough to fault his actions on this defense this year, right? So extend him. Freshen up his deal with some more guaranteed money. Make sure he finishes his career as a Viking. He is still a key piece to that Zimmer Hellfire defense on the back end. But also, I think the Vikings should make safety a higher priority in this draft. And also, this is going to be a pretty talent-rich draft in terms of safeties. Second, third, fourth rounds, the higher mid rounds, especially if and when Anthony Harris leaves in free agency. That's going to become a big deal. It's going to become a key draft priority. And then also, have Harrison Smith back. You got injured players back. You got Barr, maybe. You got Kendricks. You got Daniil. You got Michael Pierce back. Rebuild that unit. You'll actually be able to rush the passer. Your linebackers will actually be kept clean and stop the run. So Harrison Smith will get the benefit of covering when you have a pass rush, as well as he doesn't have to be in the box stopping the run every single time. So he's able to freelance. He's able to Palomalu. He's able to do all the great things that Harrison Smith has done. So I think that even though he probably has lost a step. Father Time is undefeated. He can get back to looking like prime Harrison Smith next year. So keep hope alive. Also, extend Harrison forever. So, but your thoughts? Has Harrison Smith lost a step? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Pull some in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.